The next review is going to be a little bit different on Vicky's Clicks, where we want to target the veterans of cine industry, directors, actors. Now the first director what we have selected is an unconventional director by name K. Balachander. You have his sketch done by me here. You can watch it here. Now, it's very difficult to put Balachander sir's movies into a top 5 bracket, but trust me, this is my personal opinion. There are more classics of what he's done, but top 5 what I would want to mention as per director Balachander. The first one is Sindhu Bhairavi. The second one is Manathil Uruthi Vendum. The third one is Thillu Mullu. The fourth one is Duje Je Liye, and fifth one is Pudhu Arthangal. Now, out of these 5, apart from these 5, there are a lot of other classic movies what Balachander sir has done. But personally, these 5, I like them for the variety what he has given. Okay, the first movie what I had mentioned was Sindhu Bhairavi. Let me give you a brief of that particular movie, how director Balachander has played his direction in that movie. Now, it's a movie completely on musical. It's a musical movie where you have Jesudas, SPB singing lot of songs, classical songs in that movie. It's a story between a husband and wife. The husband, played by Sivakumar, is a classical singer, and then what happens in their life when you have a contrast thought process between your husband and wife. Husband is purely into classical music and wife does not know music a bit. So what happens, what are the clashes between these two, and when Sivakumar, the hero, meets Suhasini, who is the main character in this movie. Her name is Sindhu, and that's why it's called as Sindhu Bhairavi. Now when Sindhu comes into JKB's life, JKB is the role played by Sivakumar, what happens between them, how the mental connect, the heart connect between these two happens, and then it leads you to lot of ups and downs in JKB's life and in Sindhu's life. There's a very strong flashback for Sindhu, and then in the final climax where you have a child coming in and then embracing the entire family, and then Sindhu walks away. Now this movie, you can watch it even today if it is 20-25 years old, but you need to have patience to watch it, and at every angle what Balachander sir wants to convey to the audience. This is the life of a woman who is struggling, and then she leads to a big sacrifice in her life, and that's Sindhu Bhairavi for you. Okay, now that's on the first movie. The second one is Manathil Uruthi Vendum. Now Manathil Uruthi Vendum means you need to have your gut felt confidence in your life to take it forward. This again, Balachander has played it really well, of a lady who's carrying her family, her mother, father, 3 brothers and 1 sister, how she takes this entire family with a single earning is the entire movie crux. Sindhu played here by Suhasini. This particular role, she is a nurse here, and then she takes care of the entire family. She has a tragic ending in her family life which the parents at her home does not know, but she leads a life on her own. And a very good cameo played by SPB sir as the chief doctor with an imaginary wife. All that is done very, very well. Balachander sir's movie is known for director's touch. Now he was the first director to introduce director's touch. It means there are certain places without people acting or showing the emotions, with a picture or with a scene, he would actually depict what the next scene is going to be. That was Balachander's director's touch. Now that is copied by a lot of directors now, and they are using it very well. Now on Manathil Uruthi Vendum, the climax is what is the epitome of a woman's struggle, where after the divorce of Suhasini and her husband, what happens is you have another character coming in, played by Surya. Now that character together, how it goes towards the end, and then where the nurse actor played by Suhasini, how it ends, that again is a climax where the love also fails before the marriage, and after she got married also there is a separation, and there again Balachander sir talks about woman empowerment and how a woman struggles in today's life to take care of her family. That's Manathil, Uruthi, Vendum. And this is a classic from Balachander. Okay, the next genre what Balachander sir has taken is comedy, Thillu Mullu. Now Thillu Mullu is not an original script, it is a remake in Tamil. The original is from Hindi, Golmaal, played by Amol Palekar. Now that movie's crux is you have one character. Now that character is played by two roles or two people just by shaving the beard and mush. Now one person is Indran, the other person is Chandran in Thillu Mullu, and the main star of this movie is Rajinikanth with lot of other stars, especially Tenga Srinivasan and Nagesh and Madhavi. This movie is a complete laugh riot. You will enjoy it to the core. Every scene you will see Balachander sir playing a very good gimmick in that movie, putting lot of humor. There's highlights like the interview scene. There is the climax scene where you have Kamal Haasan playing a cameo role. All these are played really well. And in the climax scene you have all the characters coming together, and then you have Kamal also playing a special role, and then it winds up and in the end it's a laugh riot. You'll have to watch it. Even today it is a movie which you can watch over and over and again and you can keep laughing. Okay, that's Thillu Mullu. Now this is one of my favorite movies of Balachander, all-time favorite. Now Balachander was doing a lot of movies in the south and he really wanted to take it to the north to establish that there are excellent movie makers from the south as well. One such movie is Ek Duje Je Liye, and Ek Duje Je Liye was appreciated at a very high level in Hindi cinema, including Raj Kapoor. Raj Kapoor personally had made an attempt to call Balachander and said, "You have taken this movie to the brim, the entire love story, and then you have made as the couple in the movie actually they die. Kamal Haasan and Rati Agnihotri play the main leads. They actually die. Now that's actually a tragic ending to a love story. And Raj Kapoor sir made an attempt to ask Balachander why tragedy. And for that Balachander cleverly replied, if it would have been a success love story, you wouldn't have called me. And that's because it's a tragedy, you have called me. And that is what stays in your mind. So that is how that particular movie unfolded. Now that was one of the initial movies which gave an excellent boom to actor Kamal Haasan, and the role what he played was of a Tamil Brahmin having a relationship with a North Indian girl played by Agnihotri, and that entire movie Kamal has played his role, Rati has played a role, and the climax of that movie, excellent locations, songs, super duper songs. Even today when you hear those songs played by Lata Mangeshkar and other people, it gives you goosebumps. You need to watch it, and if you really believe in that 4-letter word love, you need to go watch this movie. Ek Duje Je Liye is an excellent movie by Balachander, and it became an all-time favorite and an all-time classic. Now the last one is Pudhu Arthangal. Now Pudhu Arthangal means new meaning. Now this movie is of a strong bonding between a husband and a wife. The husband is a singer who is exposed to the public world, and the wife is a possessive wife, I would say not possessive, and over possessive wife. Now what happens in a relationship, it can be any relationship where over possessiveness comes. When over possessiveness comes for the other person, it becomes like a tangle. He feels that he is put into a jail. so he needs to break free, and that role played by Rahman in this movie and Geeta as the heroine. They've played their part really well. There are a lot of good scenes in this movie, and then songs are exceptionally done well. Lot of meaningful songs sung by SPB, and Balachander again gives you classic touches in this movie by depicting a shore and telling lot of things in the background. This movie talks about how a relation should be. You need to give the space and time for any relationship to succeed, and that is played in a very nice way, that is portrayed in a very nice way as Pudhu Arthangal, and it's a Tamil classic done by Balachander sir. Now let me reiterate again, these top 5 movies are just my personal opinion. It is not the only 5 which is good. You have lot of other movies like Varumai Niram Sivappu and lot of Edir Neechal, lot of other movies done by Balachander sir which are still classics, but somehow I felt these 5 are top 5 which I am listing, and I am really thankful for such a director to give unconventional movies to the world. Thank you very much for watching it on Vicky's Clicks.